Oprah Winfrey is a beacon of hope and resilience, says Michelle Obama, a testament to her global influence. Born into poverty in Mississippi, Oprah rose from adversity to become a media mogul, philanthropist, and cultural icon. Her groundbreaking talk show, The Oprah Winfrey Show, redefined television, empowering millions with stories of triumph. Through her book club, network own, and humanitarian work, she inspires generations. Join us as we explore her wisdom through 10 of her most powerful quotes. Quote 1. Turn your wounds into wisdom. This powerful statement by Oprah Winfrey encapsulates a universal truth that resonates deeply with anyone who has faced adversity. Its importance lies in its transformative perspective, offering hope and purpose in the face of pain. It serves as a reminder that life's hardships, though challenging, are not the end but rather the beginning of profound personal growth. Oprah, a woman who rose from a childhood marked by poverty, abuse, and discrimination to become a global icon, embodies this philosophy. Her words inspire because they are not just theoretical. They are born from her lived experience, making them a beacon for those navigating their own struggles. The essence of this quote is about alchemy, taking the raw, painful experiences of life and transforming them into something valuable: wisdom. Wounds, whether emotional, physical, or psychological, are inevitable. They come in the form of heartbreak, failure, betrayal, or loss. For many, these moments feel like scars that define them negatively, markers of weakness or defeat. But Oprah challenges this narrative. She suggests that wounds are not just sources of pain but also teachers. Each wound carries a lesson, an insight into resilience, empathy, or self-awareness. Wisdom, in this context, is the ability to understand life's complexities, to make better choices, and to approach challenges with clarity and strength. This perspective shifts the focus from victimhood to empowerment. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" we begin to ask, "What can I learn from this?" This shift is revolutionary because it places you in control of your narrative, turning passive suffering into active growth. Oprah's own life illustrates this transformation vividly. Growing up in rural Mississippi, she faced unimaginable hardships. Poverty so severe she wore dresses made of potato sacks, sexual abuse at a young age, and racial discrimination that limited her opportunities. Yet, she did not allow these wounds to define her. Instead, she used them as fuel for her journey. Each setback taught her something: resilience from surviving abuse, empathy from understanding others' pain, and determination from overcoming systemic barriers. These lessons became the foundation of her success, enabling her to connect with millions through her talk show, where she shared stories of triumph over adversity. Her ability to turn personal pain into universal wisdom made her a trusted voice, someone who could guide others through their own darkness. This quote, then, is not just a catchy phrase but a distillation of her life's work, showing others that pain can be a catalyst for greatness. The practical application of this quote in your life is both profound and accessible. First, it requires you to acknowledge your wounds. This might mean confronting painful memories, a failed relationship, a career setback, or a personal loss. Denial or suppression only deepens the hurt, but facing it head-on allows you to begin the process of transformation. Start by reflecting on what the experience taught you. Did a betrayal teach you to set better boundaries? Did a failure reveal your resilience or highlight areas for growth? Journaling can be a powerful tool here, helping you articulate the lessons hidden within the pain. For example, if you lost a job, you might realize it pushed you to pursue a career more aligned with your passions. This reflection is the first step in turning wounds into wisdom. Next, use this wisdom to make better choices. If a toxic friendship left you wounded, let the lesson guide you to surround yourself with people who uplift and respect you. If a financial mistake caused stress, let it teach you to budget wisely or seek advice. Wisdom is not just knowledge, it's action. You apply it by making decisions that honor the lessons you've learned, ensuring that your wounds don't repeat themselves in new forms. This process builds confidence because it proves that you are not a victim of circumstance but a creator of your future. Finally, share your wisdom with others. Oprah's greatest impact came from telling her story and amplifying others' voices. You can do the same, even in small ways. Mentor a colleague, comfort a friend, or simply listen to someone in pain. By sharing the insights you've gained, you not only heal yourself but also inspire others to see their wounds differently. This creates a ripple effect, turning personal pain into collective strength. Ultimately, turn your wounds into wisdom is a call to embrace life's challenges as opportunities. You will face hardships, but they don't have to break you. Instead, they can shape you into someone wiser, stronger, and more compassionate. Like Oprah, you can rise from your wounds, not in spite of them, but because of them. Let each scar tell a story of growth, and let each lesson light the way forward. The wisdom awaits you, claim it. Quote 2. You get in life what you have the courage to ask for. This profound insight from Oprah Winfrey strikes at the heart of personal empowerment and ambition. Its importance lies in its call to action, urging individuals to overcome fear and self-doubt to claim their desires. Oprah, who transformed her life from one of hardship to global influence, embodies this principle, making her words a powerful motivator. This quote resonates because it challenges you to take responsibility for your destiny, emphasizing that courage is the key to unlocking opportunities. At its core, this quote is about agency, the power to shape your life by boldly voicing your needs, dreams, and aspirations. Many people go through life hesitant, held back by fear of rejection, judgment, or failure. They assume opportunities will come without effort or that their desires are unworthy of pursuit. Oprah's words dismantle this mindset. She suggests that life responds to those who dare to ask, whether it's for a raise, a relationship, or a chance to shine. The act of asking requires vulnerability and bravery because it exposes you to the possibility of a no, but it also opens the door to a yes, and that potential is what makes courage transformative. Oprah's own journey illustrates this vividly. Born into poverty and facing abuse and discrimination, she could have accepted a limited life. Instead, she asked for more, first as a young journalist seeking stories, then as a talk show host pushing boundaries, and later as a media mogul building her own network. Each step required her to ask for opportunities others might have deemed impossible, proving that courage can reshape reality. The significance of this quote also lies in its universality. Asking is not just about grand gestures like pitching a business idea or seeking a promotion. It applies to everyday moments. Asking for help when you're struggling, for respect in a relationship, or for time to pursue a passion. It's about recognizing your worth and believing you deserve what you seek. Oprah's life shows that asking is cumulative. Each courageous request builds confidence, creating a cycle of growth. Her success with The Oprah Winfrey Show didn't happen because she waited for permission. She asked for a platform, for trust from her audience, and for the chance to tell stories that mattered. Her courage to ask transformed her into a cultural force, inspiring millions to see their own potential. To apply this quote in your life, start by identifying what you truly want. This requires honesty and introspection. Are you longing for a career change, deeper connections, or personal growth? Write down your desires to clarify them. Often, people hesitate because their goals feel vague or unattainable. Defining them makes asking feel less daunting. For example, if you want a promotion, pinpoint the role and why you're qualified. If you seek a stronger relationship, identify what you need: more communication, perhaps, or quality time. Clarity gives you the confidence to act. Next, prepare to ask with intention. This might mean practicing a pitch for a job opportunity or rehearsing a conversation with a loved one. Anticipate objections, but don't let them deter you. Oprah faced countless rejections, yet she persisted, refining her approach each time. When you ask, be direct and respectful, but don't diminish your request with apologies or hesitation. For instance, instead of saying, "I'm sorry to bother you, but could I maybe get a raise?" Try, "I've contributed significantly to our team, and I'd like to discuss a salary increase." This shift in tone reflects confidence, increasing the likelihood of a positive response. Finally, embrace the outcome, whether it's a yes or a no. A no is not a failure, it's feedback. a chance to refine your approach or redirect your energy. Oprah didn't secure every opportunity she sought, but each rejection taught her resilience. If you're denied a promotion, ask for constructive feedback to improve. If a personal request is unmet, it may reveal a need to reassess the relationship. Each act of asking strengthens your courage, making the next request easier. Over time, you'll find that life rewards those who dare to claim their place. This quote is a reminder that your dreams are within reach if you have the courage to voice them. You are not a bystander in your life, you are its author. Like Oprah, who asked for a seat at tables where she was initially unwelcome, you can shape your future by speaking up. The world may not always say yes, but it will never respond if you don't ask. So take the leap. Ask for what you want, and watch how life begins to align with your courage. Quote 3. The biggest adventure you can take is to live the life of your dreams. This electrifying statement by Oprah Winfrey captures the essence of a life lived boldly and authentically. Its importance lies in its invitation to embrace courage and purpose, urging you to pursue what truly sets your soul ablaze. Oprah, who defied poverty, abuse, and systemic barriers to become a global icon, speaks from experience, making this quote a rallying cry for anyone yearning for fulfillment. It inspires because it reframes life as an adventure, one where the greatest reward is authenticity. The meaning of this quote is rooted in the idea that true adventure is not just about external exploration, climbing mountains or traveling the world, but about the internal journey of aligning your life with your deepest aspirations. Living the life of your dreams means identifying what makes you feel alive, whether it's a career that excites you, relationships that uplift you, or creative pursuits that ignite your passion. For Oprah, this meant building a media empire that amplified meaningful stories, but for others, it could be teaching, painting, or raising a family with love. The word adventure is key. It implies risk, uncertainty, and exhilaration. Pursuing your dreams is not a safe path. It requires stepping into the unknown, facing fears, and defying societal expectations. Yet, Oprah suggests this is the most thrilling and worthwhile journey you can undertake, because it leads to a life of purpose and joy. Oprah's own story embodies this adventure. Born in rural Mississippi to a teenage mother, she faced unimaginable challenges. Poverty so severe she lacked basic necessities, sexual abuse that scarred her youth, and racial and gender discrimination that limited her prospects. Society might have expected her to settle for a small, safe life, but Oprah dreamed bigger. She pursued a career in media, a field dominated by those unlike her, and dared to create a talk show that broke molds by focusing on human connection and empowerment. Each step was a leap into uncharted territory, launching her book club, starting the OWN network, and advocating for causes she believed in. These were not easy paths, but they were her paths, driven by her vision of a life that mattered. Her success proves that the adventure of living your dreams is not about perfection but about persistence and authenticity. The quote also challenges the notion that dreams are frivolous or unattainable. Many people dismiss their aspirations as impractical, choosing stability over passion due to fear of failure or judgment. Oprah's words counter this, suggesting that settling for a life misaligned with your desires is the real risk. A life of your dreams is not a fantasy. It's a commitment to honoring your unique purpose, even when the path is daunting. This adventure requires courage to question norms, resilience to overcome setbacks, and faith in your vision. Oprah's journey shows that the rewards, self-discovery, impact, and fulfillment far outweigh the challenges. To apply this quote in your life, begin by defining your dreams with clarity. Take time to reflect on what truly excites you. Is it starting a business, writing a novel, or living in a new country? Write these dreams down, no matter how big or small, and allow yourself to imagine them without judgment. This step is crucial because vague dreams are hard to pursue. For example, if you dream of a creative career, specify whether it's photography, music, or design. Clarity transforms dreams from wishes into goals. Next, take small, intentional steps toward your vision. Adventures are built on action, not perfection. If you dream of becoming a teacher, enroll in a course or volunteer at a school. If you want to travel, Save a little each month or research destinations. Oprah didn't build her empire overnight. She started with small roles in radio and television, each step bringing her closer to her dream. Break your dream into manageable actions, and commit to one daily or weekly task. This builds momentum and confidence, making the adventure feel less overwhelming. Finally, embrace the challenges as part of the journey. You will face obstacles, financial constraints, self-doubt, or naysayers, but these are not signs to quit. They are the terrain of your adventure. When Oprah faced skepticism about her talk show's unconventional format, she persisted, trusting her vision. Similarly, when you encounter setbacks, reframe them as opportunities to grow. Seek support from mentors, friends, or communities who share your values. Their encouragement can sustain you through tough moments. Living the life of your dreams is the ultimate adventure because it's uniquely yours. You don't need to replicate Oprah's path. You need only the courage to follow your own. Each step you take, however small, writes a chapter in your story of fulfillment. Dare to dream, act with purpose, and let the adventure unfold. The life you envision is waiting. Quote 4. Be thankful for what you have. You'll end up having more. This profound wisdom from Oprah Winfrey offers a transformative perspective on life, rooted in gratitude. Its importance lies in its simplicity and universal truth, encouraging a mindset that fosters abundance and fulfillment. Oprah, who rose from a childhood of scarcity to a life of extraordinary impact, embodies this principle, making her words deeply authentic. This quote inspires because it reveals that gratitude is not just a feeling but a powerful catalyst for creating a richer, more meaningful life. At its heart, this quote is about the transformative power of gratitude. Being thankful means consciously appreciating what you already have, your relationships, health, opportunities, or even small moments of joy. In a world that often emphasizes what's lacking, more money, a better job, a bigger house, it's easy to fall into a cycle of discontent. Oprah's words challenge this by suggesting that gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance. When you value what you have, you cultivate a mindset that attracts more positivity, whether in the form of opportunities, connections, or personal growth. This isn't about material wealth alone. It's about an enriched life, filled with purpose and contentment. Oprah's own journey reflects this. Despite early hardships, poverty, abuse, and discrimination, she found reasons to be grateful for her grandmother's love, for her early opportunities in radio, for her ability to connect with others. This gratitude fueled her resilience, opening doors to a career that touched millions. The quote also carries a subtle promise: gratitude creates a ripple effect. When you're thankful, you radiate positivity, which influences how others perceive and interact with you. A grateful attitude makes you more open to possibilities, more willing to take risks, and more generous in your relationships. For example, Oprah's gratitude for her audience's trust allowed her to take bold risks, like launching her book club or the OWN network, which brought her even greater success. Gratitude also rewires your perspective. Instead of seeing challenges as setbacks, you begin to view them as opportunities for growth. This mindset shift is what Oprah means by, "You'll end up having more." The more is not just external rewards but an inner wealth, confidence, peace, and a deeper appreciation for life's blessings. Oprah's life illustrates this principle vividly. She didn't start with privilege or resources, yet she built an empire by appreciating every step of her journey. Her gratitude for small victories, like her first broadcasting job or the loyalty of her viewers, propelled her forward. She often speaks of keeping a gratitude journal, a practice that helped her stay grounded amid fame and success. This habit allowed her to focus on what was working in her life, which in turn attracted more opportunities to make an impact. Her story shows that gratitude is not passive. It's an active choice that shapes your reality, turning what you have into enough, and then into more. To apply this quote in your life, start by cultivating a daily gratitude practice. Each morning or evening, take a moment to list 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be grand. Perhaps it's a warm meal, a kind word from a friend, or the chance to rest. Writing these down in a journal, as Oprah does, makes the practice tangible and helps you notice patterns of abundance. Over time, this habit trains your mind to seek out the positive, even on tough days. For instance, if you're struggling financially, you might be grateful for a supportive family or your ability to keep learning. This shift in focus can spark hope, motivating you to pursue new opportunities. Next, express your gratitude outwardly. Tell people you appreciate them, a colleague who helped you, a partner who listened, or a stranger who showed kindness. This not only strengthens your relationships but also creates a cycle of positivity. When you show gratitude, others are more likely to respond with generosity, opening doors to collaboration or support. For example, thanking a mentor for their guidance might lead to new career advice or connections. Oprah's success was partly built on her ability to connect authentically with others, often by expressing genuine appreciation. Finally, let gratitude guide your decisions. When faced with a challenge, ask yourself, what can I be thankful for in this moment? If you're passed over for a promotion, you might appreciate the skills you've gained or the chance to explore new paths. This perspective keeps you resilient, helping you approach problems with creativity rather than defeat. Over time, you'll notice that gratitude doesn't just make you feel better, it attracts more of what aligns with your values. Whether it's meaningful work, deeper relationships, or unexpected opportunities. This quote is a reminder that you hold the key to abundance. By being thankful for what you have, you unlock a life of greater richness and possibility. Like Oprah, who turned gratitude into a cornerstone of her success, you can transform your perspective and, in turn, your reality. Start today, appreciate the small moments, and watch how they lead to more. Quote 5. The more you praise and celebrate your life, the more there is in life to celebrate. This vibrant insight from Oprah Winfrey radiates joy and empowerment, inviting you to embrace a life of positivity and appreciation. Its importance lies in its transformative power, encouraging a mindset that amplifies happiness and attracts abundance. Oprah, who overcame a childhood of poverty and trauma to become a global beacon of inspiration, lives this truth, making her words profoundly authentic. This quote captivates because it reveals that celebration is not just a reaction to success but a catalyst for creating more moments worth celebrating. The essence of this quote is about the dynamic relationship between your perspective and your reality. Praising and celebrating your life means actively acknowledging your blessings, achievements, and even the small joys that punctuate your days. It's about choosing to focus on what's good, your resilience, your relationships, your growth, rather than dwelling on what's lacking. In a world that often pushes comparison and dissatisfaction, this mindset is revolutionary. Oprah suggests that celebration is a creative act. When you honor your life, you shift your energy, attracting more reasons to feel joyful. This isn't about ignoring challenges or pretending everything is perfect. It's about finding light even in the darkest moments and letting that light grow. The more Oprah speaks of includes tangible rewards, opportunities, connections, successes, but also an inner richness, a deeper sense of fulfillment and purpose. Oprah's life is a testament to this principle. Born into dire circumstances in rural Mississippi, she faced abuse, poverty, and discrimination that could have dimmed her spirit. Yet, she chose to celebrate her small victories, her early talent for speaking, her first broadcasting job, the trust of her audience. These moments of praise fueled her ambition, leading to The Oprah Winfrey Show, a platform that celebrated human stories and transformed lives. Her book club, philanthropy, and own network were all born from her ability to honor her journey and share that joy with others. Oprah's habit of celebrating, whether through gratitude journals or public acknowledgments of her team, created a ripple effect, drawing more opportunities and impact into her life. Her story shows that celebration is not reserved for the big wins, but is a daily practice that builds a life of abundance. The quote also challenges the idea that celebration is selfish or frivolous. Many people feel they must wait for external validation or monumental achievements to rejoice. Oprah flips this, suggesting that praising your life is an act of self-empowerment. It's about owning your worth and recognizing that every step forward, no matter how small, is worthy of celebration. This mindset fosters resilience, as it helps you find meaning in hardships and motivation in progress. By celebrating, you also inspire others, creating a cycle of positivity that uplifts everyone around you. Oprah's ability to make her audience feel seen and celebrated turned her show into a global phenomenon, proving that joy multiplies when shared. To apply this quote in your life, start by actively praising your achievements, no matter their size. Did you complete a project, help a friend, or simply get through a tough day? Take a moment to acknowledge it. Keep a journal where you write down one thing each day that you're proud of or that brought you joy, a kind word, a new skill, a quiet moment of peace. This practice trains your mind to notice the good, making celebration a habit. For example, if you're working toward a goal, celebrate the milestones, the first draft of a story, the first week of a fitness routine, or the courage to have a difficult conversation. Next, make celebration a public act. Share your joy with others, whether by posting about a small win, thanking someone who supported you, or hosting a gathering to mark a personal milestone. This doesn't mean boasting, it's about spreading positivity. When Oprah celebrated her audience's stories, she created a community of inspiration. Similarly, when you share your victories, you encourage others to do the same, fostering connection. If you're hesitant, start small. Tell a close friend about a goal you reached or post a grateful note online. You'll be surprised how this amplifies your joy and invites others to celebrate with you. Finally, celebrate during challenges. Life isn't always easy, but finding something to praise, even your strength in enduring hardship, keeps you grounded. If you're facing a setback, reflect on what you've learned or how you've grown. This perspective, which Oprah honed through years of adversity, turns obstacles into opportunities. Over time, you'll notice that the more you celebrate, the more life offers moments worth celebrating, new opportunities, deeper relationships, or simply a renewed sense of purpose. This quote is a call to live with intention and joy. You have the power to shape your life by choosing to praise it. Like Oprah, who turned celebration into a cornerstone of her legacy, you can create a life overflowing with reasons to rejoice. Start now, celebrate the moment you're in, and watch how it leads to more. Quote 6. You don't become what you want, you become what you believe. This transformative insight from Oprah Winfrey unveils the profound power of belief in shaping your destiny. Its importance lies in its challenge to rethink how you define success, emphasizing that your deepest convictions, not just your desires, determine your path. Oprah, who transcended a childhood of poverty and trauma to become a global influencer, embodies this truth, making her words a compelling call to action. This quote inspires because it places the reins of your future firmly in your hands, rooted in the strength of your beliefs. The core of this quote is about the distinction between wanting and believing. Wanting is often superficial, a fleeting desire for wealth, fame, or a specific role. It's external, tied to what you see others have or what society deems valuable. Belief, however, is internal, a deep-seated conviction about who you are and what you're capable of. Oprah suggests that your life aligns with these core beliefs, not your passing wishes. If you want to be a leader but believe you're unworthy, your actions will reflect that doubt, sabotaging your goals. Conversely, if you believe you're destined for impact, you'll act with purpose, drawing opportunities that match your conviction. This is why belief is so powerful. It shapes your choices, your resilience, and how you show up in the world. Oprah's journey illustrates this vividly. She didn't just want to escape poverty or succeed in media. She believed she could create a life of meaning, despite every obstacle. This belief drove her to seize opportunities, from her early radio gigs to building The Oprah Winfrey Show, a platform that redefined storytelling. Oprah's life shows that belief is not about blind optimism but about a grounded faith in your potential. Growing up in rural Mississippi, she faced abuse, discrimination, and scarcity that could have convinced her she was destined for little. Yet, she believed in her ability to connect, inspire, and rise. This belief wasn't abstract. It manifested in her work ethic, her courage to pitch bold ideas, and her refusal to accept limits others placed on her. When she launched her book club or the OWN network, skeptics doubted her, but her belief in her vision carried her forward. The quote also implies that beliefs are self-fulfilling. If you believe you're capable, you'll take risks, learn from failures, and persist. If you believe you're inadequate, you'll shy away from challenges, reinforcing that narrative. Oprah's success, her philanthropy, her media empire, her global influence, stems from a belief that she could make a difference, proving that what you become mirrors what you hold true. To apply this quote in your life, start by examining your beliefs about yourself. Take time to reflect. What do you truly believe about your abilities, your worth, and your future? Write down these beliefs, both positive and negative, to uncover what's driving you. For example, if you want to start a business but believe you're not business savvy, that doubt will hold you back. Identifying these beliefs is the first step to reshaping them. If you uncover limiting beliefs, challenge them. Ask, is this true? What evidence proves I'm capable? Oprah overcame self-doubt by focusing on her strengths, her empathy, her voice. And you can do the same by listing your skills and past successes, no matter how small. Next, cultivate empowering beliefs through intentional practices. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, mentors, friends, or communities who reinforce your potential. Oprah leaned on supporters who believed in her vision, and their encouragement strengthened her resolve. You can also use affirmations or visualization. Each day, tell yourself, I am capable of achieving my dreams, or picture yourself succeeding in your goals. These practices rewire your mind, replacing doubt with confidence. For instance, if you're aiming for a career shift, visualize yourself thriving in that role and affirm your ability to learn and grow. Over time, these new beliefs will guide your actions, pushing you to take bold steps. Finally, act as if your empowering beliefs are already true. If you believe you're a leader, volunteer for projects that showcase your skills. If you believe you're creative, start that passion project, even imperfectly. Action reinforces belief, creating a cycle of growth. Oprah didn't wait for permission to build her empire. She acted on her belief in her purpose. When you face setbacks, return to your core belief in your potential. A rejection or failure doesn't define you. It's a detour, not a dead end. Persist, adjust, and keep moving toward the life you envision. This quote is a reminder that you are the architect of your future. Your beliefs, not just your wants, shape who you become. Like Oprah, who believed her way from hardship to historic impact, you can craft a life that reflects your deepest convictions. Start today, believe in your worth, and watch how it transforms your reality. Quote 7. Do the one thing you think you cannot do. Fail at it. Try again. Do better. This electrifying challenge from Oprah Winfrey ignites a fire of courage and resilience, urging you to confront your fears head-on. Its importance lies in its bold redefinition of failure as a stepping stone to growth, a lesson Oprah lived through her remarkable journey from adversity to global influence. This quote inspires because it transforms fear into opportunity, empowering you to push beyond limitations and discover your true potential. The essence of this quote is about embracing the unknown and redefining your relationship with fear and failure. The one thing you think you cannot do represents your greatest barrier, whether it's public speaking, starting a business, or leaving a toxic situation. These are the challenges that loom large, convincing you they're impossible. Oprah's instruction to do it flips this narrative, suggesting that action, not avoidance, is the path to growth. The inclusion of failure is deliberate. She acknowledges that your first attempt might not succeed, and that's okay. Failure is not the end but a teacher, revealing what needs improvement. By urging you to try again and do better, Oprah emphasizes persistence and learning, framing life as a cycle of effort and refinement. This mindset is revolutionary because it removes the stigma of failure, replacing it with the promise of progress. Oprah's life embodies this philosophy. Born into poverty in Mississippi, she faced abuse, discrimination, and countless reasons to believe she couldn't succeed in a world stacked against her. Yet, she tackled the impossible, repeatedly. Early in her career, she took on challenging roles in broadcasting, a field dominated by those unlike her, and faced setbacks, like being fired from a news anchor position. Instead of retreating, she tried again, landing a talk show that became The Oprah Winfrey Show. Later, launching the OWN network was a risk many thought she couldn't pull off. It struggled initially, but she persisted, refining her approach until it thrived. Each failure taught her something: resilience, adaptability, trust in her vision, proving that doing the hard thing, even imperfectly, leads to breakthroughs. The quote also challenges the paralysis of perfectionism. Many avoid their impossible thing because they fear doing it poorly. Oprah's words liberate you from this trap, suggesting that the act of trying is more valuable than waiting for readiness. Failure is not a verdict on your worth but a necessary part of growth. By trying again and doing better, you build confidence and competence, turning the impossible into the achievable. This cycle of effort mirrors Oprah's approach to her book club, philanthropy, and advocacy. Each venture was a leap into the unknown, refined through persistence. To apply this quote in your life, start by identifying the one thing you think you cannot do. Be honest. Is it asking for a promotion, writing a book, or confronting a personal fear? Write it down to make it real. This step is crucial because naming your fear reduces its power. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, acknowledge it as your challenge. Next, take a small action toward it. You don't need to deliver a TED Talk immediately. Start by speaking up in a meeting or joining a local speaking group. The goal is to act, even if the step feels tiny. Oprah didn't launch a network overnight. She started with small roles that built her skills. When you fail, and you might, embrace it as part of the process. Analyze what went wrong without judgment. Did your pitch for a project flop? Ask for feedback. Did a creative endeavor fall short? Study what to improve. Oprah faced criticism for OWN's early struggles, but used it to refine her strategy. After failure, try again with intention. Adjust your approach based on what you learned. Maybe you need more practice, a new angle, or additional support. Each attempt makes you stronger, eroding the impossible label. Finally, celebrate your efforts, not just your successes. Every time you tackle the hard thing, you're growing. Share your journey with a trusted friend or mentor. Their encouragement can fuel your persistence. Oprah leaned on her team and audience, whose support helped her push through failures. Over time, you'll find that the thing you once thought impossible becomes part of your story, not a barrier, but a triumph. This quote is a call to live bravely. You don't need to be fearless. You need only the courage to act, fail, and rise again. Like Oprah, who turned impossible dreams into a legacy, you can reshape your life by doing the hard thing. Start today, take the first step, and let failure guide you to greatness. Quote 8. Surround yourself with only people who are going to lift you higher. This empowering wisdom from Oprah Winfrey underscores the profound impact of your social circle on your growth and success. Its importance lies in its call to be intentional about relationships, a principle Oprah lived as she rose from adversity to global influence. This quote inspires because it empowers you to curate a supportive environment, recognizing that the people around you shape your mindset, aspirations, and achievements. The essence of this quote is about the transformative power of your inner circle. The people you surround yourself with, friends, colleagues, mentors, act as mirrors, reflecting back either encouragement or limitation. Oprah suggests that to reach your highest potential, you must choose those who uplift, inspire, and challenge you to grow. Lift you higher doesn't mean flattery or blind agreement. It means surrounding yourself with individuals who believe in your dreams, push you to be better, and offer honest, constructive support. These are people who celebrate your wins, guide you through setbacks, and inspire you by their own example. Conversely, those who drain your energy, criticize without building, or hold you back can anchor you to a smaller version of yourself. Oprah's words are a reminder that your environment is not neutral. It either propels you forward or holds you back. Oprah's life vividly illustrates this principle. Born into poverty in Mississippi, facing abuse and discrimination, she could have been surrounded by doubt and negativity. Instead, she sought out those who saw her potential: her grandmother, who nurtured her love for learning, teachers who encouraged her talent, and later, mentors like Maya Angelou, who offered wisdom and inspiration. As she built The Oprah Winfrey Show, she surrounded herself with a team that shared her vision for meaningful storytelling, enabling her to redefine television. When launching the OWN network, a risky endeavor, she leaned on collaborators who believed in her mission, helping her navigate early struggles to eventual success. Oprah's deliberate choice to align with uplifting people, those who challenged her to dream bigger and supported her through failures, was a cornerstone of her rise. Her story shows that your circle is not just company, it's a catalyst for your destiny. The quote also challenges the tendency to cling to familiar but toxic relationships. Many people stay connected to those who diminish them out of habit, guilt, or fear of loneliness. Oprah's advice is bold: prioritize quality over quantity in your relationships. This doesn't mean cutting off everyone who disagrees with you, but rather discerning who genuinely supports your growth. Uplifting people are those who inspire you to take risks, hold you accountable, and share your values. They're the ones who cheer your courage to start a new venture or offer perspective when you're lost. By choosing them, you create a ripple effect. Their positivity fuels your confidence, which in turn attracts more opportunities and connections. To apply this quote in your life, begin by assessing your current relationships. Reflect on who you spend the most time with. Do they encourage your goals, challenge you to grow, or leave you feeling drained? Make a list of the people in your life, noting how each makes you feel. If someone consistently criticizes without constructive feedback or dismisses your dreams, they may not be lifting you higher. This doesn't mean you must end every such relationship, but you can limit their influence. For example, if a colleague undermines your ambition, reduce unnecessary interactions and seek out coworkers who share your drive. Next, actively seek out uplifting people. Look for mentors, peers, or communities aligned with your aspirations. If you're pursuing a creative career, join a writers group or attend industry events to meet those who inspire you. If you're aiming for personal growth, connect with friends who value self-improvement, or seek a mentor whose journey resonates with yours. Oprah found mentors like Maya Angelou through intentional networking. You can do the same by reaching out, even if it feels daunting. A simple email or conversation can spark a connection. Online platforms, like professional networks or hobby-based forums, also offer ways to find like-minded individuals. Finally, be the kind of person who lifts others higher. Offer encouragement, share knowledge, and celebrate others' successes. Oprah built a legacy by uplifting her audience and team, creating a cycle of positivity. When you support others, you attract reciprocal energy, strengthening your circle. If a relationship must end, do so with kindness but firmness, explaining your need for growth. Over time, you'll find that surrounding yourself with uplifting people transforms your perspective, making challenges feel surmountable and dreams attainable. This quote is a call to curate your life with intention. You deserve a circle that propels you toward your best self. Like Oprah, who chose relationships that fueled her extraordinary journey, you can shape your future by choosing who walks beside you. Start today, seek those who lift you higher, and watch how they elevate your life. Quote 9. Every time you state what you want or believe, you're the first to hear it. This insightful gem from Oprah Winfrey reveals the profound power of articulating your desires and convictions. Its importance lies in its recognition of self-communication as a catalyst for clarity and action, a principle Oprah harnessed to rise from hardship to global impact. This quote inspires because it empowers you to shape your reality by giving voice to your aspirations, making your own ears the first witness to your potential. The meaning of this quote centers on the transformative act of verbalizing your wants and beliefs. When you state what you desire, whether it's a dream career, a healthier life, or deeper connections, you're not just informing others, you're speaking to yourself first. This act of declaration forces you to clarify your intentions, making vague wishes tangible and real. It's a moment of self-accountability, where you hear your own voice affirming what matters to you. Similarly, when you articulate what you believe about your worth, your capabilities, or your values, you reinforce those convictions, shaping your mindset and behavior. Oprah's words suggest that this self-directed communication is a form of self-creation. Your words become a mirror, reflecting back your potential and setting the stage for action. By speaking your truth, you align your thoughts with your reality, creating a powerful feedback loop that drives progress. Oprah's life is a vivid example of this principle. Growing up in poverty, facing abuse and discrimination, she could have internalized silence or doubt. Instead, she spoke her ambitions aloud, even when they seemed improbable. As a young girl, she declared her love for storytelling and connection, which later manifested in her broadcasting career. When pitching The Oprah Winfrey Show, she voiced her belief in the power of authentic, human-centered stories, convincing skeptics by first convincing herself. Launching the OWN network, a risky venture, required her to repeatedly state her vision, reinforcing her commitment through every setback. Each time she articulated her goals, whether to her team, her audience, or herself, she heard her own resolve, fueling her determination. Oprah's habit of speaking her dreams and beliefs aloud wasn't just rhetoric. It was a strategy that clarified her path and propelled her forward. The quote also highlights the psychological impact of self-talk. Many people harbor dreams but keep them silent, fearing judgment or failure. Others hold beliefs but hesitate to express them, diluting their confidence. Oprah's insight counters this, suggesting that stating your wants and beliefs aloud is an act of courage that strengthens your resolve. It's not about boasting or seeking validation, it's about owning your truth. When you hear yourself say, "I want to start my own business," or "I believe I'm capable of change," you internalize those statements, making them more real. This self-affirmation shifts your mindset from doubt to possibility, encouraging you to act in ways that align with your words. To apply this quote in your life, start by identifying what you want and believe. Take time to reflect. What are your deepest desires? What do you believe about your potential? Write these down to gain clarity. For example, if you want a fulfilling career, specify what that looks like, perhaps a role in education or a creative field. If you believe you're resilient, note evidence from past challenges you've overcome. This exercise prepares you to articulate your thoughts with intention. Next, practice stating your wants and beliefs aloud, even in private. Stand in front of a mirror and say, "I want to write a novel," or "I believe I can lead with confidence." Hearing your voice makes these statements feel real, building your conviction. You can also journal these declarations, reading them aloud to reinforce their power. Oprah often used journaling to clarify her goals. You can adopt this habit to make your words a daily ritual. Start small if it feels daunting. Whisper your dreams to yourself before bed or share them with a trusted friend. The key is to hear your own voice, as it anchors your intentions. Finally, act on what you've declared. Stating your wants and beliefs is the spark, but action is the fuel. If you say, "I want to get healthy," take a step, join a gym, plan a meal, or walk daily. If you believe you're a leader, volunteer for a project or mentor someone. Each action reinforces your words, creating a cycle of growth. Oprah didn't just state her vision for OWN, she worked tirelessly to make it real. When doubts arise, return to your declarations. Speak them again, louder, and let them guide you through challenges. This quote is a reminder that your voice is your power. You shape your future by what you dare to say. Like Oprah, who spoke her way from poverty to purpose, you can create a life that echoes your boldest declarations. Start today, state your dreams, believe your truth, and listen as you set your path in motion. Quote 10. The greatest discovery of all time is that a person can change their future by merely changing their attitude. This profound revelation from Oprah Winfrey illuminates the extraordinary power of mindset in shaping your destiny. Its importance lies in its empowering simplicity, offering a universal truth that anyone can apply to transform their life. Oprah, who rose from a childhood of poverty and trauma to become a global icon, lived this principle, making her words deeply authentic. This quote inspires because it places the key to your future in your hands, rooted in the choice to shift how you think. The core of this quote is the idea that your attitude, your perspective, your approach to challenges, your belief in possibilities, acts as a steering wheel for your life. While external circumstances like finances, upbringing, or opportunities matter, Oprah suggests that your mindset is the ultimate driver of your future. A negative attitude, filled with doubt, resentment, or fear, can trap you in a cycle of limitation, making obstacles feel insurmountable. Conversely, a positive attitude, marked by optimism, resilience, and openness, can unlock new paths, turning challenges into opportunities. The word merely is striking. It implies that this change doesn't require wealth, status, or external validation, only an internal shift. This is what makes the discovery the greatest. It's accessible to everyone, at any moment, regardless of their starting point. Oprah's journey is a living testament to this truth. Born in rural Mississippi to a teenage mother, she faced poverty, abuse, and systemic barriers that could have fostered a defeatist mindset. Yet, she chose to approach life with hope and determination. Early on, she saw her love for storytelling as a gift, not a pipe dream, and carried that optimism into her first broadcasting roles. When fired from a news anchor job, she didn't let rejection define her. She reframed it as a chance to find her true calling, leading to the Oprah Winfrey Show. Later, when her own network struggled, her positive attitude, rooted in faith in her vision, drove her to persist, turning failure into triumph. Oprah's ability to shift her perspective, seeing setbacks as lessons and possibilities where others saw dead ends, transformed her future from one of limitation to one of limitless impact. The quote also challenges the notion that your future is fixed. Many people feel trapped by their past or circumstances, believing change is impossible. Oprah's words counter this, suggesting that a shift in attitude can break that cycle. By choosing to see yourself as capable, to view challenges as temporary, or to embrace growth over fear, you rewrite your narrative. This shift influences your actions. An optimistic attitude leads to bold risks, while a resilient one fuels persistence. Oprah's success, her book club, philanthropy, global influence, stemmed from an attitude that refused to accept impossible. Her story shows that attitude isn't just a feeling, it's a force that shapes reality. To apply this quote in your life, start by assessing your current attitude. Reflect on how you approach challenges. Do you see them as roadblocks or opportunities? Write down your thoughts about a specific goal or struggle, noting any negative patterns like self-doubt or pessimism. For example, if you're stuck in a job you dislike, do you think, "This is all I'm worth?" Or, "This is a step towards something better"? Awareness is the first step to change. If you spot limiting attitudes, challenge them. Ask, "Is this perspective helping me grow? What if I chose to see this differently?" Next, cultivate a positive attitude through daily practices. Start each day with an affirmation. I am capable of creating the future I want. Oprah used gratitude journals to focus on the positive. You can do the same, listing 3 things each day that spark hope or pride. Surround yourself with uplifting influences, books, podcasts, or people who inspire optimism. If you're facing a setback, like a failed project, reframe it. Instead of, "I'm a failure," tell yourself, "I'm learning what works." This shift in self-talk, practiced consistently, rewires your mindset, making positivity your default. Finally, let your new attitude guide your actions. If you adopt a belief that opportunities are possible, take a step toward your goal, apply for a new job, start a side project, or seek a mentor. If you view challenges as growth, tackle a fear, like public speaking, by practicing in small settings. Oprah didn't just think positively, she acted on her optimism, pitching bold ideas and persisting through doubt. When setbacks occur, return to your attitude. Remind yourself that you're not defined by one moment, but by your choice to keep moving forward. This quote is a call to own your future. You don't need to change the world overnight, just your mindset. Like Oprah, who turned an attitude of possibility into a legacy, you can shape a life of purpose and impact. Start today, choose a new perspective, and watch your future unfold. Oprah Winfrey's words resonate because they come from a place of authenticity and hard-earned wisdom. Her journey from a challenging childhood to becoming one of the most influential women in the world proves that our past does not define our future. These quotes are not just words, they are a call to action, to believe in ourselves, to embrace courage, and to transform challenges into opportunities. Let Oprah's insights inspire you to chase your dreams, uplift others, and live with gratitude. As she reminds us, the power to change your life lies within you. Start today,